Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Chinese Grand Prix, or Grand Prix here in America. As you can tell, I'm still dealing with the sickness. So hopefully I'll be over that here pretty soon. It's been about 5 days. So I'll probably be coughing here and there around the circuit as we go. That's a short one today, 28 laps. Again, I don't play 100% races, I play long races. Just not the full things. So, I'll let Crofty here speak.
The Chinese Grand Prix then is upon us once again. It's a race that saw Michael Schumacher claim his final Formula One victory in 2006, as well as Red Bull's first win with Sebastian Vettel in 2009. There's no doubt there's plenty more drama to come here in Shanghai. We start a lap here at Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2, the first of 16 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit. The incredibly long back straight provides the best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before we head into the braking zone of turn 14. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Piastri, Valtteri Bottas and Leclerc, Antonelli, Hamilton, Albon and Carlos Sainz, Gasly, Ocon, Fernando Alonso and Lindblad, Hülkenberg, Stroll, Ollie Behrman and Gabriel Bortoleto, Colapinto, Hadjar, Lawson and Sergio Perez completes our grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. So we're getting close to the start of the race. What will this driver be experiencing? Big nerves? Big excitement? What?
Always extra nerves at the start of the race, Crofty. Probably at the start of the race, it's where your heart rate's at its highest in anticipation, and you've got to be in the right mindset. You've got to be thinking there inside the car, what can go right? How can I be opportunistic rather than what can go wrong, and how do I protect my position? Look forward and stay positive. It's easy to say, very hard to do when you're in that position.
Radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Well, alright then. As you can see, something I'm very proud of, we qualified P5. The sprint race, if you haven't seen that, go and watch that. Or don't, it wasn't very good. It was actually horrendous. So hoping to bounce back today. Obviously, great start already. I'm gonna underfill the car here, or I'll probably just leave it right at 28. Yeah, that's good. And sorry, I'll be doing a lot of that this race. Interesting tire strategy. So, without further ado, here we go. As we wait for the 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Those Ferraris with lightning fast launches carry over into this game. We go a bit wide in the first corner. Try and get that position from Antonelli back. No, but we can hold off Hamilton. Now we have found in this corner tends to be rather unforgiving when doing the start of the race. So we're down one position, and that is okay. I still think we have a pretty good chance for a podium here in China. This is one of my more favorite tracks, I'd say. But yeah, those Ferrari launches carry over in this game. I mean, Leclerc jumps us, Hamilton jumps up one place. Although that is not my favorite corner right there. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that, as we are rapidly dropping back from Antonelli and the rest of the pack, so I don't know how our podium chances. We've definitely been pretty strong throughout the entirety of the season. You know, 2 races, but we've showed some performance, some ability. Some of that's on me, some of that's the car, of course. Lando Norris sets the fastest lap.
Is active. Overtake mode active. You're going to get more power from the hybrid system. You know how it works. Just use boost on the next long straight to get your way past.
So we're already catching Leclerc. Antonelli's jumped Leclerc, I now noticed. So hopefully we can get around those two here pretty soon. Try not to lock the brakes, as that I found that is my favorite place to lock the brakes almost.
Okay, overtake enabled.
So pretty easy going right now. We've dropped back 2 places. Claire's dropped back to where he started. Antonelli's jumped up. Yeah, that place is also my favorite, as Hamilton's trying to find a move on us. But we're going to say no way Jose today, at least on this lap. We're going to dump the battery on this straight, because we found it's very easy to charge it back up, down into this corner. It looks like Hamilton's doing the same. There's a green flag. Who's spinned? I don't know what happened there. Hamilton tries to maybe look around the outside, but decides no. Doesn't look like Kimi Antonelli with the fastest lap. So it's looking like the first race was, in the sprint race was...
Try some lift and coast before braking, then use boost on corner exit to get that extra energy deployment.
Mark speaks over me. But yeah, it looks like this race seems to be more accurate pertaining to the actual season, IRL. As Kimi Antonelli sets the fastest lap, so obviously we know he led the entirety of the Chinese race, but personally, I'm not a fan of team dominance, unless it's my team, aka Ferrari. That's when I'd be okay with team dominance. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with where Ferrari is right now, IRL. Of course, in this race, I'm not. But IRL, I'm pretty happy where they're at. I think they're fairly solid. Glad to see Lewis Hamilton back where he should be, so we're not going to find our way around Leclerc on this lap, but I feel pretty good about maybe getting him next lap. So Lewis Hamilton's following us pretty closely. Brake a little early as the pack begins to punch up. Front wing damage, very easy to pick up in this game.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well
but
done.
I have found that the front wing damage doesn't affect the car quite as much as it did with the F125 models. As Lewis Hamilton tries to find his way around our inside, but we're just too quick for him. But he's moving pretty quick to use track.
Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to.
pretty steady race right now, actually. I am pretty nervous, not gonna lie, because when we bunch up like this, very easy to pick up front wing damage. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. Oh, we're gonna find our way around him again as we drop back from the leaders. Find our way around Hamilton. Whoa. Alright, sorry about that slight disruption. I had to take care of a couple things. Important life things. So, but here we go again. Lewis Hamilton trying to find his way around us down the back straight, but we said no sirree, Bob. But it did drop us back from Leclerc and the rest of the pack, so Antonelli's still the fastest lap.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.2 seconds.
That Ferrari is definitely quicker than us, but
that's Hamilton behind. It is critical for our race that we keep them behind, please.
that is like the worst team order ever, because I mean, that's when the pressure's on. And when the pressure's on, I tend to make mistakes. Would I be good in real Formula One? No. But it'd be fun. Dump the battery on this back straight. Hamilton would probably have overtake still, so he's gonna have slightly more power than we do. But already, just like that, we're up with the rest of them.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can.
That's what I love about these new cars, man. You can absolutely, like, there's more chance for racing with these cars in this new year. Instead of like the 2025 season where it was like everyone was just gone. You never see him again. Does that happen this year? Yes, but typically only with the first 2 people or so. And, you know, besides, when you drive a Mercedes that has absolutely ridiculous power behind it, of course you're going to pull away from the rest of them real fast. So you get real close to Leclerc there. I gotta be careful on this straight, because this is where I lock the brakes all the time. Gotta brake earlier than you think. But we have pulled away from Hamilton, so that is good. Dump the battery on the back straight once again. Looks like Leclerc. Looks like there's an overtake trying to take place up there. Whoa, barely get it stopped. A little bit understeer.
Okay, give the other cars a bit more room if you can. It'll be a problem for us if we damage the car or get slapped with a penalty.
That's a new radio message. We're going to see if we can find our way around Leclerc here. Leclerc found his way around many cars that way, him and Hamilton, in the IRL Chinese GP. Once again, we demote Leclerc back to where he should be. No, Leclerc's my favorite driver, IRL. But right now, we are enemies, so I want that podium here, and I think it's obtainable.
Okay, so tyre wear rates are lower than we expected. Stay out a little longer if you can. Repeat, stay out a little longer. Got that, confirmed.
I definitely like maybe a 2-stop strategy rather than the 3 nonsense that they were proposing. Sinclair is rapidly catching up to us here in this back straight. We're going to brake a little bit earlier than the cars in front as they're scrapping. Big lockup for Antonelli, but he gets it stopped.
Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to.
So we pull away from Leclerc already. Ferraris are starting to drop back. No podium for them, probably. Unless we do something really wrong. A bit of understeer there. Whoa! Oscar Piastri slides! That was scary. Will that be a red flag? No. Looks like he's back up and going. I don't think I've ever seen that happen in front of me. Directly in front of me. That always seems to happen right behind me, or just like way too far up in front. So that was a first for me. That makes our lives a bit easier in chasing down our podium dreams. Of course, what we need is a good pit stop, so hopefully that goes well. Brake early for this corner. And Antonelli with a bit of understeer. He's drifting through this corner. The AI on those medium tires apparently don't have supreme traction as we find our way around Antonelli on this back straight.
Okay, good. Great pass.
Puts us up into P4. It is really easy to slide these new cars, I will say that. As we saw Lindblad IRL spin on the previous corner that we just went through. A little hairpin there.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 31.
And of course the AI in this game, Antonelli drifting through the corner and Piastri spinning here in the... barely keeping it in, going a bit wide there. And Piastri spinning right here, so... The Ferraris will definitely be happy about Piastri spinning there. McLaren not so much, as Lando Norris is... Oh, I forgot, Lando Norris is up at the front. He qualified pretty badly in the sprint race, but... Or did he? I can't remember. I don't know what I'm thinking. We are... So, Norris, Verstappen, then Russell, then us and Antonelli. The Ferraris, and I'm guessing Oscar Piastri would be our top 8. We're closing in on Russell. Can we see a move happen? He goes a bit defensive. We're going to have to brake real early. Not going to happen. Whoa! Lock up for Russell. Into the hairpin. AI seem to be really struggling on these medium tires. We dumped the battery here on the main straight.
Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job.
And find a way around Russell. And we're up into the podium after some crazy AI mistakes. Could we even see first place? I don't know. That would be interesting to see. 10, so we got 18 laps to go. as first place is starting to look more and more possible. Norris is pulling away a bit. But as you can see, we are absolutely dominating this field. We're getting closer to Verstappen. Close. He goes defensive on the inside. We're going to go to the outside. A bit too wide. So he's going to keep that position for now. Dip it in the gravel a bit. I'm not going to use battery on the straight, as we are looking fairly low. Our tires, at 30, which actually isn't bad. I don't know why I reacted to that. It's not too bad.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Why are you braking so early into that corner, you might say? Go watch the sprint race. See what happens when you don't brake early in that corner. And here we go. Run on Verstappen. We dump the battery on this back straight. He's going to go defensive on the inside this time, but it's not going to work out for him, as we're going to just go right around him instead of passing him through the corner. A bit of understeer in the car, just a slight tad. And here we go, chasing Norris for first place. As you know, we still have yet to pit. And I think so does everyone else. I wouldn't be surprised if Oscar Piastri pitted after the spin. Probably dipped it into the curb too much when he spun.
That we need, so let's push and use it all up.
By the way, if anyone knows how to actually use more fuel, because I am still trying to figure out, do you go more aggressive? Is there some sort of manipulation there in the MFD I need to do? Because I have always failed that objective. I'm still not sure how to complete it. We're gonna go a bit, yeah, see, if you don't brake early enough in that corner, that happens. It's not a corner you can brake hard in. So we have some graining in the front left tires. As we're already gaining on Norris, you can see his driver tag. I don't think we're gonna get around him. Should we go late on the brakes? I don't think so. As we lock up just going regular. Yeah, the tires now are a bit more cooked.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
So, Chinese Grand Prix here for Norris going way better than it did IRL. If you saw the race IRL, he didn't even start. Both McLarens actually didn't even get off the line in China. Piastri out on the formation lap, I believe it was, for Australia. So already the home heroes keep crashing out at their home Grand Prix. Piastri, okay, it looks like Perez is in pits. Piastri crashed in Australia, his Grand Prix. Leclerc crashed in Monaco, his Grand Prix, IRL. So I'll be interested to see what happens at the British Grand Prix, because we have 3 British drivers on the grid. Actually, I think it's 4 with Lindblad now. As Norris has a bit of understeer. Those medium tires falling off for him. Are we going to catch Norris? No, he is dumping the battery on the straight as well. Go a bit wide. Able to keep it within the lines. Kind of. Norris is into the pit, so we're up into P1 now.
Great maneuver. You made it look so easy.
It wasn't much of a maneuver, Mark, but okay. I think those medium tires are just falling off now for the AI. They are just not having it anymore, so up into first position for us for Cadillac. Oh, hard tires are starting to fall off for me as well, but if the AI are just pitting for mediums now. Or pitting because of their mediums, they're not pitting for mediums. Then I surely can outlast them with my hards. Can't remember which
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
question is, could we pit and still come out? I think we could. I think with a 25-second lead, I think we could pit and still come out in first position. I say we give it one more go around and then maybe call it. As we've done 15 laps on the hards, so we'd have to do math, about 12 laps on the medium. So I don't think that's too bad. We'll just have to nurse the mediums a bit more. Dump the boost on this back straight, or the main straight. As we're going to lap a car, Bortoletto coming out of the pit lane. As he gets the blue flags. It's always a great feeling to lap someone. Of course, Bottas is not going to be lapping any car anytime soon. Not sure what Bortoletto was doing there. Charles Leclerc sets the fastest lap. So he's gaining on Antonelli. So maybe we'll see Leclerc up with us in the podium. As he seems to be way more confident on those mediums. Or the hards. Sorry. I forget that our strategy is inverted from theirs. So he seems to be way more confident on the hards. Interesting that he sets the fastest lap on the hards too. When Antonelli set the fastest lap on mediums. I'm not sure about that pit gap anymore. It did go down 2 seconds, so
Understood. Stopping this lap.
I say we box now. Don't let them get any closer. Lewis Hamilton is out. Oh man. I'm interested to see what that was. I want to stay out now. I know I told Mark I'd pit, but if that causes a safety car, okay. Okay, Bortoletto. Even though I'm in first place, okay. We're gonna pass this. So now he's gonna have to be given the blue flag again. We're gonna lose time fighting with Bortoletto. As Leclerc's made the move on Russell, not Antonelli. Max Verstappen though now with the fastest lap. So the AR are quick on the hard tires.
Yellow flag.
As Lewis Hamilton is off in this section. That was probably mechanical failure. I didn't see him. Kind of more focused on my race than looking for Lewis Hamilton. We have a bit of understeer there.
Green flag.
Doesn't appear that's going to cause a safety car. As he's already been out for a lap,
Okay,
so
we can take you this lap.
we'll go ahead and pit now then. Leaving us with, I believe, would be 11 laps on the medium tires. Here we go then into the pit lane. I have crashed out of the wall, as I just did.
You might need to look at a new race strategy after that. I've got some options for you, so go and check your MFD.
This game, man. This game. Oh, man. Just like that, Podium probably gone again.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go.
10-second penalty.
Stop. Faster than we were expecting. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Because I will not let Antonelli get out in front of us. I will try and keep as much as I can. Oh, that 10-second penalty, man, is going to hurt us so bad. I really thought this was the race. I really thought this was the one. Exactly as I was saying. Oh, I've hit the wall on the pit entry. I hit the wall. And then proceed to get a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Because I was focused on trying to make sure that my front wing was set to change. That I missed the entry coming up. So yeah, that was great. Maybe, just maybe, we can get really far ahead of everyone in 11 laps.
Caution, caution.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh, Leclerc spins. Leclerc spins. We almost go into the side of him.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 10.7 seconds.
Well, that puts us back in the
Gap to your
podium.
teammate behind,
So that I'm okay with.
35.7 seconds.
But we have to get 10 seconds ahead of Antonelli, now it is, which we are 5 seconds ahead. So I do like our chances. We are 10 seconds back, though, of the leaders. Even if it's just a podium finish, though. If we don't get first place,
Tire conditions
I'm
still
sure
looking good.
we'll get first place at some point during this series. But even if it's just a podium finish that I can do after that nonsense, then that is okay with me. So here we go then. It's just us and the track and the medium tires, which, whew, yes, I can see now why the AI were struggling a bit on these tires. But we're already 7-8 seconds ahead of Antonelli. I think podium is still doable. I think it's doable. Verstappen's jumped Norris. For the lead. Could this be Verstappen's first win in 2026 season? As we know, IRL, his season has been horrible. I feel bad for the guy a bit. As we set the fastest lap time.
Fastest lap of the race so far.
Medium tires for the win, people. You know, at least, silver lining, we didn't cross the white line on exit of the pit and picked up another penalty for that, so I guess if that's the only silver lining we can find, then I guess we'll take it. As we are almost 10 seconds clear of Russell now. who has jumped Antonelli, because so the Mercs are fighting now.
So please make this next one a very fast lap.
I must have like a really aggressive driving style or something, because every time I've given that objective, I always make it like the first time around.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap
So
ahead, please.
either their definition of fastest lap is really low, or I'm driving way too fast for a race. But I mean, hey, whatever. So now we have secured our place on the podium, because we are 10 seconds clear of Russell, and we are gaining on Norris actually quite a bit. So maybe, problem is, even if we overtake Norris, we have to get 10 seconds clear of him to maintain second position. As we go wide into the final corner. That's okay. I can see the cars up there now. He wants us to make it a quick lap. We'll make it a quick lap. Fastest lap, in fact. So, medium tires for the win. That's how they're getting warmed up now. Here we go. One of my least favorite corners on this track is that one right there. I'm also not a huge fan of the hairpin towards the end of the circuit. I don't hate it, but I have found it's very easy to make the back end of the car a fishtail in that corner. But here we go. We're 5 seconds behind Norris now. We're gaining on him about 1 to 2 seconds a lap at this point. And he's close to Verstappen. So if they actually keep fighting up there, then that could help us catch up. So at least our podium, as long as I don't mess anything else up, our podium is in the bag. Will we make Cadillac on the podium? Oh, accidentally disabled straight mode. Don't want to do that. Ooh, seeing some clouds off there in the distance. I don't think it'll rain here. If it does, I don't think I'll pit for inters if it happens to rain. Unless it rains like right now. But if it rains in like the last 3 laps, I think I'll try and play it out.
No rain expected. No rain expected.
Okay, so no rain's even expected. There are some clouds out there, but nothing I think that'll drastically change this race. So here we go then. As we drop back from the leaders again a little bit, we're still ahead of Russell by enough margin to keep our podium. So I think that's my main objective right now, is keep the podium away from the Mercedes. Piastri is back into P5. Antonelli's dropped down the order. So Piastri has recovered from his spin towards the beginning of the race. Antonelli's drifting through that one corner. Apparently he's catching up to him now. Mercedes not as strong in the game as they are in real life. Red Bull and McLaren still seem to dominate in the game. So I think EA has some ratings maybe to change. Maybe. I will say, Kimi Antonelli does tend to set faster laps in this game, or fastest laps in this game, more frequently than he did in the F125 version. In the F125 version, if he set fastest laps, it was during qualifying before anyone else went out. And he'd always end up towards the back of the grid. So definitely a bit more accurate, I guess, in this game. So I guess I won't complain about it too much. As we now have 6 laps to go. I have work here in a few minutes, so I can't. I think I should be able to finish, but I don't want to push it too much. So if you see a disruption in the video, it's probably because I went to work and had to finish when I come back, but I think we'll be fine. So I forgot to turn on the fan again. I don't want to crash just because I was drinking water. I have crashed multiple times playing this game because I was checking a notification on my watch, and it is crazy how much you can drift or how easily you can drift off to the side in this game when you're not watching.
4.2 seconds.
Here we go. So now we are 13 seconds clear behind us. And we are slowly gaining on Norris and Verstappen. Verstappen seemed to have put a little bit of a gap on Norris. Lewis Hamilton though out of the session. Okay.
Sergio's in the pits.
So he's opted for the 3-stop strategy. I think the team is bonkers for wanting a 3-stop strategy here in China. Or a 3-stop, not 3-stop. I always get confused because I see the 3 tires and I think 3 stops. So a 2-stop strategy, still ridiculous though. I think 1 stop is definitely the way to go here. It's definitely the one the leaders are doing. So the lower teams seem to just have horrible strategies as Norris tries to look to the inside of Verstappen up there towards the front, but Verstappen closes the door. Because we're now 16 seconds clear of Russell and Piastri and 3 seconds just behind Norris and Verstappen. Will we be able to clear them to get higher up in the rankings? No, I don't think we will. We have like 5 laps left to go, not even. So unless they spin, I don't think it will happen. Ferrari's dreams, though, at this track in this game crushed as Lewis Hamilton's out, and McLaren took a spin, letting us go by through after our nightmare of a pit stop. But I think overall, I think it's gonna turn out okay.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Obviously, we pitted. Norris and Verstappen still pass us. Whoa! As we slide into that corner. The medium's definitely falling off now. As we are 30% on the back left tire. Almost 30% on the front left, so we got about 4 laps left to go in this GP. As we are now just about 2-3 seconds clear of the leaders now, or close to the leaders as we go wide into the final corner, but that's okay.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these races.
Yes, Mark, I know we need to get to the end, but always push yourself. Always push yourself. So the beginning of the race, very eventful, with like 10 of us all stuck together for about 10 laps. End of the race, definitely pulling away more as Piastri and Russell are fighting for 4th position behind us. I definitely want to see if I can at least pass the leaders. towards the end of this. Either way, it's going to be good points for Cadillac. Great result for Bottas. Could we see Drivers' Championship this series for Bottas and Cadillac? Maybe. Maybe. Can't promise anything. Obviously, if you saw Australia, if you haven't seen Australia, go watch that. There's no commentary on it because I lost my voice at the time, so it might be a bit boring. But I don't know. Maybe you find my actual commentary rather boring as well. So there's that. Oh, as we drift into the final corner, hairpin. Norris makes the move on Verstappen, so that's going to bring us even closer to the top two. We got almost 40 on the back left tire. Oh, no battery left. You really don't realize how much you need the battery until you don't have it. And you can just tell it makes a difference. As the leaders are now panicking that a Cadillac is behind them probably. But yeah, Drivers' Championship title possible, I guess, but after these two races, like after the two races, Australia and China, some front wing damage for both. Now a 10-second time penalty here in China. And then, of course, if you didn't see the sprint race, it was a disaster. Definitely, like, nowhere close to points in that race. We finished behind our teammate, if that tells you anything. So, possible, but it's not looking like it. Alright, thanks, Mark. Not sure what to make of that radio message, but okay. We got 2 laps to go after this one for the Chinese GP. As we're almost a second behind Verstappen. Will we get the overtake detection point? It's showing the graphic. Oh, we got it. We got it. That's gonna help us out. Catching the leaders. Norris is pulling ahead. Verstappen's dropping back. Floored it way too soon on that corner, I guess, but we already have a collision with Leclerc, so I don't want to get a warning for a collision with Verstappen, especially with our 10-second time penalty already. So we don't need to risk it any more than we already have. But so don't be surprised if I play a bit safe on the brakes, because I'm definitely happy with the podium finish here, as we're now 20 seconds clear of Russell. Who knows, we might find our way around Verstappen here in this back straight. As he slides a bit into this final corner. Now, I always seem to have troubles getting away with, or getting out of the corner exit on that corner. That's the phrasing there. So here we go, catching up Verstappen. He's harvesting energy. So he goes defensive.
Okay, mate, boost mode if you need it. Boost mode if you need it.
We go a bit wide. And despite going wide, we still gained a second on Russell behind. Final lap, no mess ups here. We now have 45% on the back left tire, 40 on the front left, 40 on the back right, 25 on the front right tire. So here we go. Maybe, just for pride's sake, we can get around Verstappen on this lap. Will we keep second position? No, because of our 10-second time penalty, but for bragging rights, maybe we can make it around Verstappen here. Ooh, the medium tires are definitely losing traction to his hards. So here we go, the final back straight of the GP. Can we catch Verstappen? He's dumping the battery. We're dumping the battery. It's not gonna happen. But that is okay. We're gonna come as we make our way around the final corner. Lando Norris is gonna win the Chinese GP. Max Verstappen's gonna take P2, but setting history, we for Cadillac are gonna take P3 here in China.
Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
Well done.
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando Norris as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
Well, it all came good in the end for them, but it wasn't an easy start. Not the most straightforward of days, but I think it shows great strength in an athlete as a driver when you can overcome a day like this and walk away still with a victory.
And it's time for that special moment for our special three today. The podium awaits our top three finishers. He raises the trophy over his head. Lando Norris, head and shoulders above the rest today. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
All right, well, thanks for joining me here. Looking at the rest of the grid here, Charles Leclerc had a spin, puts him down in the P7. Driver of the day was Isaac Hadjar. He's up in the P8 from the back of the grid, so it's good for him. Lewis Hamilton out because of mechanical failure. Portoletto was lapped, so thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. I'll catch you in the next video where we will head to Japan. Japan it is, so we'll catch you there.